Hello, my friend. I hope you're doing really well. I hope you had a really great weekend. And let me just deliver this message because, like, okay? God is saying you have worked way too hard to choose to engage with somebody who refuses to do the inner work, to engage with somebody who thinks it's okay to lash out on you, get defensive, deflect, project, become passive aggressive. The moment that their own insecurities and vulnerabilities or pain is elicited. Okay? Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Good girl. I love you. Want to say hi? You want to say hi? She's like, no, I just want belly rubs all the day. Okay. You are nobody's punching bag. You are nobody's fool. Okay? And you've worked so hard on your own inner growth, your own self-reflection, self-awareness, your own healing, your own embracing your own level of self-love and like really developing that. You've worked way too hard to just let somebody come on in and treat you like a punching bag, like a fool, or like you're not worthy of respect. Okay? So I am being shown that there is somebody around you. Now, it could be a friend, it could be a family member or a partner, it could be a coworker or a classmate. This person refuses to do the inner work. Okay? They will point blank say to you, I'm not doing that. I already know what's wrong with me. I'm not healing that. I'm not wasting my time with that. That's too depressing. I got a life to live. This is somebody who, has a real difficult time looking at themselves. They have a real difficult time with inner awareness. They have like a lot of triggers. They're operating from the ego mind. They have a lot of wounds and a lot of triggers. This person is not an authentic person. Okay, there's a lot of fire energy I'm seeing. So I see that this person erupts. And it's always like pointing the finger at everybody else. Like, you did this, and you did this, and you did this, and you did this. And acting all innocent and acting like they don't possibly understand what their role in it is. And maybe they don't understand their own role, but I reckon that they do. They just don't know how to take accountability for themselves. This is the type of person who might do something shady and then be like, I'm innocent, I'm the victim. What? And I am seeing that this person has a tendency to like make a scene. They're very like they have a lot of triggers, and because they do not take accountability for themselves, because they are not interested in doing the inner work, they're not interested in self-reflection at all, they're not able to regulate their emotions. Okay, so they have these triggers and they walk around like a loaded gun all of the time. And the moment that they do get triggered and somebody elicits some type of pain or vulnerability or insecurity, they just like erupt. And they think it's okay to lash out. They think it's okay to say hurtful things, passive aggressive things. They think it's okay to try to hurt other people. Like, this is somebody who, because they're hurt, they hurt other people. This is somebody because they refuse to acknowledge their own wounds, they intentionally try to wound somebody else. Okay, a lot of projection, a lot of deflection. Okay, and I do see a particular scenario. I see a particular scenario where like you're trying to help this person. It's like this. It's like I'm seeing, like, maybe they came to you with a problem, or they were complaining about something, or came to you and they were like, this is always happening to me all of the time. And because you have like a very deep, you have a lot of emotional wisdom, a high emotional IQ. You like to understand why things are the way that they are. So you have not only just great like emotional intelligence and empathy, like you're very empathic, you can feel what people are feeling. You're intellectual, so you really do understand people, situations. You see these situations clearly. So when somebody comes to you with a problem, you see exactly what's going on, right? So I see that this was the situation. This person came to you, they were talking about some type of problem, and you see very clearly what the problem is. The problem isn't this, that, and the other. The problem is that they refuse to do the inner work. They refuse to take a hard look at who they are and really unravel it and bring it into balance. And because of that, they keep repeating these same patterns. And something that you said, very neutral, very like helpful, they took it as a personal attack, and then they lashed out on you. And it could have been a very passive, indirect way, but I'm seeing that you really felt the undertones and you knew exactly what their intentions were. Like their intentions were, you elicited something inside of them that hurt, and now they were trying to hurt you. And they were almost like trying to do it in the way that, like they were being critical of you, but like in a very passive way. Like, how do I describe that? So it's like if you are doing something or you've made a certain choice and somebody else doesn't agree with that, they'll say it, they'll like make criticisms about that thing you're doing or a choice you made, but they won't say it like directly to you. They'll say it like, I would never do this, or I would never do that. I'm so thankful I don't have to deal with whatever it is you're dealing with. You know, it's very passive, very indirect, but the judgment's there. The anger is being masked, you know, it's still being expressed, but it's being like masked as to be something else. And I see this person do this to you, and you feel this, you feel the undertones of it. You know that they're trying to hurt you because, see, you've reached a point in your journey where you understand that so where you, it's like when somebody says something that elicits a feeling out of you, maybe a negative feeling or a strong feeling out of you, a strong negative feeling, you don't just automatically react. It's like you feel that feeling and then you stop, you pause, and you're like, why did this person try to elicit this in me? And why is this being elicited in me? And you go inward and you look at it. You try to unravel the situation. So because you're able to do that, you're able to regulate your emotions. You're able to not just automatically react to people. You don't fly off the handle. You don't allow people to control your emotions. That's it. And this person does. And it's like you have such an emotional and spiritual maturity about you from all of this work you've been doing. And this other person just is incredibly emotionally immature, incredibly fake. They do not say what they mean. They do not express how they feel. They like pretend to be this like good person, this balanced, healthy, good, calm, mature person. But underneath that facade, they're really like a little kid who doesn't know how to cope with their own emotions. They have a lot of deep rage. They have, like I said, they erupt like a volcano. And that does signify to me a lot of fire energy in this person. And they do make choices that hurt themselves. They don't learn from their mistakes, and they're very secretive. Very secretive. And they also have the capacity to do things to others to sabotage them and then play innocent. But what I see is that this person's spirit team, their higher self and their spirit team, is trying to get their attention desperately so that they can start to make changes in their life, because they're not only hurting themselves, they're hurting people around them, including you. They're sabotaging all of their relationships, including the one with you. And they're also hurting, if they have kids, they're hurting their kids. They're not being a good role model. There's somebody on their spirit team that was like a family member in this life that's no longer here. And they're just trying to get them to wake up. And that's the thing, this person's not awake. They're still they're highly influenced by the false reality. That's just, I don't gotta get into it. You already know. They buy into all the fake media and the propaganda and the superficial influences, and they're just not, they're not operating on the same level as you, and it's very clear to me. So why is this message coming through? Because one, God wants you to see how far you've come. God does want you to see how far you've come. Because I'm seeing when this person is reacting and getting defensive and trying to bait you into some type of back and forth, you don't take the bite. You don't let them dysregulate your emotions. You don't let them make you react. You are fully in control of your emotions. Now, I'm not saying that they can't say things that sting. And I'm not saying that they can't say things, or people can't do or say things to you that hurt. It does. But what that does for you is it gives you an opportunity to see the areas within yourself that still are looking for attention and love, that still are looking for you to comfort. And you have the tools to do that, and you demonstrate that. Okay, that's how you've gotten this far. This is also for you to see that when you say you got to meet me where I am or watch me from afar, you meant it. You mean it. You're standing on truth. You're standing on business. You are not letting people from the past, or people who don't respect you and who don't see you and who don't have good intentions for you and who cannot do the inner work themselves, you are not letting them into your world. You're not giving them a seat at your table. And somebody, and actually this just came to me this morning, that somebody's trying to get your attention because they want to see if the door is still open. They want to see if they can still slide in. This is somebody from the past. They want to see if they can still slide in, and if you still love them and cherish them the way that you once did. Because I'm seeing that you did really value this person and you consider them to be like family. But this person did you dirty. And they haven't admitted it, but you know they did you dirty. And they didn't do you dirty on just one occasion. They've done you dirty several times. But I see that you've forgiven them in the past, but then they did something that you cannot forgive and that you will not forgive. And not that you carry around any type of hatred for them. It's like you forgive them in the sense that you don't carry that anger around for them, but you don't forgive them enough to want to have a relationship with them. It's like the door is shut. They're a snake. They are a snake in the grass. And I see this person doing something to try to get your attention because they want to see if they could slide on in. And the truth is, they want to finish what they started. They've tried to sabotage you in the past, and they want to do it again. This person has so much resentment towards you. And the resentment, to be honest, isn't even towards you, although they're projecting it out and making you the focus of it. They have resentment towards their parents, and they have resentment towards themselves. And you were somebody that they could put the focus on because you had certain things that they don't, or you experienced certain things that they didn't. You're a success story. But why are you a success story? Why? It's not luck. You're a success story because you are authentic. You are willing to dive deep. You do not play games with people. You say what you mean. You mean what you say. You're real AF, okay? You're a success story because you persevere. You don't make excuses. You don't make excuses for your behavior. You're also a good person. You don't do others dirty. You know, I heard somebody say today that bad people will often pretend to be good, but good people will never pretend to be bad. I heard that. I don't know where that quote is from, but I like it. And I feel like it's very fitting for this situation because this person that's trying to slide in is not necessarily a good person. They're kind of like a shady person who pretends to be good. And that's why they're not successful. That's why they're struggling right now in their life. But you see, you're doing well is what I'm seeing, or you've overcome some type of hurdle, or you've reached some type of success. Like you're not the same person you were. And this person wants to like come on in and try to take something from you. Okay? But number one, God's not going to let them. Number two, God's going to show you very clearly who this person is. If you didn't see it before, you're going to see it. Because you have worked way too hard on your own inner growth and your own self and your healing to let anybody come on in and disrupt that. Okay? There we go. Now, this person that's trying to slide on in, there's something real fishy about their energy. Something stinks. And it could be because they're very fake. Like this is a person that tries to be like, oh, good morning, sunshine. Good morning, darling. How are you? But behind their eyes, what you see is hate. Behind their eyes, what you see is fear and self-loathing and rage. Okay? And you don't fall for that shit no more. Oh, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. God's proud of you. And you have angels around you that are like guiding you, protecting you. And also, God is saying, trust the path that you're on. Trust the path you're on. I'm actually going to end this video and I'm going to make a different video about trusting the path that you're on. So for now, this is about somebody who does not have emotional regulation, who is not willing to do the inner work, who is fake, who wears a mask, who has a facade. This person might lash out on you or get defensive or be very passive aggressive with you. They're not real. They're not real. And I do see like this other person. It's almost like two people, but it might be the same person for some of you who are watching this video. There's another person that's trying to slide in a snake in the grass. That's trying to slide in and finish something they started. And that something that they're trying to finish has to do with sabotaging you in some way. Trying to bring you down to their level. But it's not going to happen. God won't let it. You are way too important. You have come way too far, and God wants you to remember that. God also wants you to take these experiences that you might be having or are about to have and really reflect on them to see how far you've come and how much you've grown and how, like, you are solid, baby. You are solid. Oh, I'm so proud of you. You truly grounded this energy, and any test that comes by to try to shake you, you're about to pass if you didn't already. Okay, so I love you. I love you. You are so important to this world. God loves you. God is so proud of you. We're all so proud of you. Your spirit team is like, holla. Because it's like you are able to stay regulated and not engage or not react or not give people the reactions that they're looking for. You're able to stay real. If you don't like something, you're going to let somebody know you don't like it. But you're able to do it in a way that's doesn't pull you out of your own alignment. Like, you stand on business, baby. You stand in truth. And I'm so proud of you. I'm so grateful that you're here watching this video, but also on earth. I'm so thankful that you have done the work on yourself, because it really does ripple out into the rest of this world. And you are a leader. And listen, in order to be a leader, you got to be emotionally regulated, because you can't lead if somebody could come right in and F you up by, toying with your emotions. Okay? So honoring your emotions, all of them, no matter if they're good or bad, honoring them, acknowledging them, giving them a place where they can be so that they can release out of you, trying to understand them, understand where they came from, and just letting them be, expressing them in a healthy way. Like, that's how you get to this point. Pretending you're something you're not, you'll never reach, you'll never become a leader. Not a real one. Not a benevolent one. Not one that actually makes a positive change. Okay? Because you know, right? But keep doing what you're doing, because it's working. Okay? I'm going to end there. I love you so much. I hope you have a really beautiful day. Take care of yourself. Keep being that authentic person that you are. Keep saying what you mean, meaning what you say, showing what's real, and pausing when somebody triggers you, or somebody elicits something, or somebody's trying to elicit something out of you, like bait you into something. Okay? You got this. I believe in you, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay? Have a beautiful day.